We went through trials and errors of going through the Lighthouse mission when we first got here to town. And then we actually moved around town and was moved by the police around town for a couple days. And then we decided we met Marcus D, and he told us to go down to City Hall, and we went there.
He said we would be safe there and not get messed with.
And we stayed at Camp 210 for a little bit. And we decided to go over to the library side because of the drugs and alcohol situation. It was pretty intense over there. But then we were quarantined for a couple weeks, and then we ended up coming here because we applied for it and we were accepted.
We heard about it through people that live at Unity Village that were helping out through Homes Now and doing outreach and stuff this last winter when we were all in the library City Hall lawn when everybody's struggling really hard. It was really hard for a lot of people. So we're very thankful for all those people that came and gave assistance and helped, and especially Julie. Julie's the one that originally came. She's a resident over at Unity Village. Thank you, Julie, for bringing us to Unity Village and showing us around and letting us know to fill out the application. You've helped us out extremely, and we really appreciate you, Julie. Thank you.
Kat did too.
Kat too. And we love all you guys. Of course, Doug has been awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody. So yeah, so we ended up here at Swift Haven. We've been here before the tiny homes actually arrived at this place, this parking lot. We were in a tent just right to our right.
A really nice tent
that they donated for us when we got here, and we were there for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it was really safe. It felt so much better than 210 because of all the crazy
stuff
that was going on.
They had already had the kitchen set up for the most part.
It was such a relief. And that was Christmas time.
And we were able to have a little, like enough heat. And
it was amazing. It was like a miracle because we both have issues. We were both in 2 major car accidents. Like I have metal here and metal here. I have 8 plates and 48 bolts and screws. So when it gets cold, it's really hard on me. And it's hard on him too. We burn.
Tell me a little bit, how does life compare, on the street? Camp 210, whatever, versus here?
The only thing that 210 came with us from 210 is a lot of the people that were at 210 on the lawn struggling, homeless just like us, with just nothing. And that's the only thing. Other than that, this is like a complete 180. We've been able to establish, getting a personal family business started. It's called Roots. Look it up.
We're able to stay clean and focused.
We're clean. We're able to communicate better. We're able to get a good night's sleep. We're safe. We have people working with us. There's people donating food. So if we have problems getting food at that time, there's food in the kitchen. We could do our laundry. There's support.
I have Crohn's disease, and so I was consistently sick, and I haven't been sick since I've been here but one time. And I've only relapsed one time since I've been here too. It didn't last for very long and the thing is, I have to say that I had this thing with Doug where I went through this paranoia thing with him because I relapsed, and he proved to me that he's someone to trust, and he was really, really poignant about me not doing drugs and alcohol here because that is a no-no. People that do drugs and alcohol here and have a bad attitude, and anyone that has is sexually offensive or is violent in any way is gone. So that makes me feel 100% safe. Of course, there's going to be problems, but it's so 1% here with the problems, because of that. Because people are held accountable here, and it's a democracy, so we get to vote people in and out, which makes me feel good.
Tell me a little bit about how this compares with, other shelters and things that you have experienced.
You have privacy, freedom. You have your own space. Is a lot of it, and it's more of a stepping stone than a shelter atmosphere. You feel like you have the individuality and so you gain a self-respect. Okay, I got a tiny home. It's not considered a house, but dude, I got a roof over my head. That's fucking awesome. Thank you. Now I feel like I have a stone that I could step across the river on and get to the other side. Well, I've been able to get my driver's license
Yeah.
I've been able to get a vehicle since I've been at Swift Haven, just for them helping me establish, like, with how it's no cost. The no cost is able to help people, as well as me and Jessica. We've been able to establish getting stuff so we could take that next step in our life, like get our own home and do that. It's really working for us, man.
Well, and specifically my experience from the mission here, the Lighthouse mission here, felt like actually like more like a mental institution. You know what I mean? Because they weren't helping the people that were having the issues. When that happens here, we actually all go, the ones that have the strength to deal with that person. And
I'd like to point out a big thing about that. When a person's not getting paid for a job and they're doing it voluntarily, it goes that much further.
Yeah.
And they're getting paid over there, you know, saying they're doing it with the church and this and that. That's fine. They can do what they need to do, and they've helped us. Thank you.
Well, there's
but what they're
corruption
doing
that
here,
can get
these
into
people
that
are
too.
volunteering their free time of their life, their effort, their heart, their everything, and that's what counts to me. That's what's bringing my spirit up. That's what a community is about. That's what a tiny home community is about to me. Is like brotherhood, friendship, like communal times. Like we all visit with each other. I don't feel lonely. There's people striving to get on their feet and stay sober here. Like it's so uplifting and enlightening.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what else to say.
At the mission, they treat you like a child too. I mean, you have to, stand in line to take a shower and stuff, and they treat you. You don't feel like a human being to begin with at the beginning of the day. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when you wake up and they're like forcing you to get up, and like that's not a problem for me, but there's certain people that's an issue for, and like the way that they speak to you is very demeaning overall, and like I just felt really uncomfortable there specifically. I mean, I've stayed in amazing shelters actually. We're just not the kind of people that want to stay in a shelter and have the more ill. That's because I can get sick very easily from people. I mean, I don't want to be around illness to begin with, so we stay away from it to begin with.
I don't consider Swift Haven a shelter.
No.
I consider it my home.
Yeah. And we're a family.
So
that's the big, huge difference. That's the main difference is we've become a family, people here. I mean, even the irritating ones.
Even the irritating ones.
Our family members.
We
and
put
no one
them on
better ever
timeout.
mess with them. Because we'll back them 100%,
Yeah. No doubt.
I'm a massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for 24 years. And I was on my way to work, and I was doing mobile massage. And my husband and I were hit by a logging truck full of logs.
I was
going
in the
45
car with
miles
her.
an
I'd go to
hour.
work with her.
And so we were rented, and we could have died if I didn't recorrect and go out into a field. And then 2 months later, we got hit on April 13th. And then June 18th, I was hit by a Max truck with my granddaughter and my daughter and her husband and my husband in the car. And I was hurt really bad.
We got airlifted to UT Knoxville, me and Jessica. And she ended up in the hospital bed. And she had 6 broken ribs, fractured sternum, cracked skull.
It's broken half.
Punctured lung.
This is all smashed.
Snapped humerus. It was really bad, and I didn't get hurt so bad. I had hit my head. I woke up and it just rushed to my family. Didn't really get checked out. But as far as it goes, that's
it
really
took 10
what
months for my
put us
skull fracture to heal, and there was air inside of there, so I was kind of concerned about it. So I mean, we have issues from that, and we're still healing. That was in 2019.
And after that, she wasn't able to work, and we've been together a little over 15 years. She's always made the majority of the money. I've been on disability for over 6 years, and it was really tough. And that's what put us into homelessness really bad. And then the drugs and alcohol came into play because of being hurt and whatever, no excuses or reason.
But we've been overcoming, and like I have a really strong faith, or we have a strong faith in God, and God actually brought me up here. It has to do with family. His family lives up here, and his brother and sister. But specifically, I was drawn to Bellingham, and I love it here. We absolutely love it here, and it's hard for us because we're nomadic to like stay in one place. We have a lot of family everywhere, strewn all over the United States. But this is really feeling like home. And I mean, I know it's really expensive here, but I'm healing, and I'm a good massage therapist, and we're getting to back to landscaping and stuff too, which is really awesome. And we'll get through this, and
Yeah, it's nice to
we
be
can
on the
work
path.
ourselves.
So, but
Where we
with
wanna be.
if it wasn't for Swift Haven, like we've been homeless for a little over 3 years. This is our third winter out in a row since that happened. And if it wasn't for Swift Haven, man, we wouldn't be able to get on our feet.
'Cause
Straight up.
it takes a hand up, you know, it really does, and it takes not just a hand up where you're entitled to doing things for free. That you've got to work towards it. It's like you know, someone's there to support you to get to going back to yourself. You know what I mean? So it's pretty amazing. It's really a huge blessing. So I can't say enough about it myself. I mean, the only thing we're really lacking here is real toilets and a place for all of our family members to kick it outside where we're covered, so we can, you know, instead of us spread out, but other than that, we have everything we need here.
Not so bad when the weather's nice, but
Yeah.
anything else you would like to share, you know, from the heart or from the experience, that you would like people out there to really know or understand?
You could always change your situation. It's a choice. But
And
you need to seek out people that will help you change your situation in a better environment, and surround yourself by better people, and always know you always have a chance at life.
And don't be afraid to ask for help, because help.
Yeah, never be afraid to ask for help, because
That's
you know
my
it's
big
true.
one
The
for me.
squeaky wheel does get the grease, unfortunately, but fortunately too. You know,
The right help. You know.
so there's a way to ask, I guess.
And I actually want to thank the town of Bellingham. I really like the support that we actually get. Just, I mean, we go out and he plays music and stuff, and sometimes we don't have money, and like people are just so nice here and like supportive. I just love this stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And the police, actually, the police are pretty awesome here. I see them like that. Their ambulance, the fire department, they're all on it here.
I feel safe living
Yeah,
here.
it's pretty amazing.
I grew
like
up in the
this
Bay Area in California, Northern California, San Francisco Bay
And
Area.
we've seen
so
it all over the South. We've been all over.
We've lived all over
everywhere.
the country. You know, and Bellingham is where it's at for
Yeah,
us,
it's
for
really
me
awesome
and my
place.
family. We're going to plant roots here. Hence, Woots Roots Landscaping. I had to do it. I had to do it.